most museum curators are saying, and this is fact, you can go and look it up online if you don't believe me. They are saying we don't know how to preserve these artifacts. We designed them, we made them, we drew them, we carved them. So how are they going to turn until the same race of people? Welcome again, my people, to the Washington Essex Empire. Because as always, like, share, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to click that bell to get notified whenever I drop a video. I drop a video daily. And also, I'm trying to reach 1,500 subscribers by Valentine's Day, which is next in a while from now. So help your brother out to get to that goal. That's my new goal. So anyway, we're gonna talk about in Egypt how with these so-called archaeologists digging up our heritage and putting them in museums. But before I talk about that, let's get into the video and then we'll talk about it. So guys, you see why I stop it there. You see the sarcophagus, you see that design, you see that craftsmanship that takes skill to someone to hand carve that from a piece of log into a sarcophagus, and then when they open it, you see the inside, you can see the technique and the time it takes to design that when I wrap that person and how they wrap him and the things they wrap him with to make it look so beautiful. That for show you that we as black people from ancient time were highly skilled. We were painters, poets, builders, and we had bush doctors then. Cause now they call them voodoo, but back then it was bush doctors, which they can heal us, they can heal anything. Well, modern days, well, not almost anything. You know what I mean?
We are not gonna stop digging. No, it is just the appetizer of the fourth season. We're gonna continue. And very soon, we're gonna find something really very important and very special over there. Coffins? Yes. Better shape, better condition? Yeah, that's what I saw from a narrow hole. But I'm gonna continue working.
So you see here, you see that video, right? You see when all the sarcophagus they have lying out, right? They are disturbing our ancestral burial ground. And then broadcasting it over the world, say, oh, it's a great find, and you're disturbing a burial ground. You know they can't do this with no other race. Even in the States, you know the Indians have reserve. The reserve where the government don't have no right on the land, and they have protected burial grounds. If you disturb, they can get locked up on them things. Every other race does this, but for some reason they cannot stop bleed Africa of its resources. For one, that's what they're doing right now. The whole continent, from gold, diamond, platinum to cobalt to iron. You name it, Africa have it. But now they have been digging up our history for decades, putting it in museums, stole it, put it in a museum, and now it's time for them to return it. Oh, what they are saying, listen to what most museum curators are saying, and this is fact. You can go and look it up online if you don't believe me. They are saying we don't know how to preserve these artifacts. We designed them, we made them, we drew them, we carved them. So how are they going to turn until the same race of people who carved, designed, drew, make all this stuff? You're telling us we don't know the value of it, and we don't know how to preserve it. Because I heard this English lady in England say the reason why they're holding on to artifacts of Africa It's because we don't know the value of it. We don't know the use of it. That's what they said. This was said on national TV and in newspapers about Africans. We don't know what they discover and what they have. They have to preserve it for us because we have no use for it. We're gonna damage it. We're gonna destroy it and blah 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 blah. But how are you gonna say that and then in the same breath say black people are useless? We're less than. White people are above us. But if you're above us, why you're only using our history to make billions of dollars? Because museums right now are worth billions of dollars. They just move in Cairo some mummies from one museum to a new museum, and even still much money they spend just to transport them from one place to the next. And you see how happy this guy is talking about, oh, this is just they're gonna find greater things. Why? Because we have a very rich history. And I hope black people can realize this, stop believing you're less than, or you have to look towards other race for guidance or for know-how or for knowledge. We inherently had all this knowledge, the know-how to do this from since the devil was a child. So there is no, I need to learn from you, because they are discovering cities, and then when they discover these cities now, they're still saying we're not the ones who build it. I'm gonna say we, I mean we as a race. Because Chinese look out for Chinese, the whites look out for whites. I mean Europeans, Americans included. Sometimes we don't do the same. We tend to go against our own. I don't know why. I think it's because of slavery, but I can't blame slavery because we have passed slavery for so long now. I have to blame us for not coming together and protect and preserve our history ourselves. We don't need no one to come in, dig it up, make millions and billions out of it, and then we ourselves can't even go into some of these museums to view our own history. So yeah, there's a few African countries right now is kind of trying to turn the tides and trying to return back all these stolen artifacts. And even everybody know that the Queen, the crown of England and the all diamonds and in the staff thingy and the crown, all those diamonds, all those things came from Africa. Pick a country, you can find things that was stolen from us and taken from us. But yet, I'm gonna do a video on him soon, on President Mugabe. They call him a tyrant, a dictator. When he was the same thing that black people was put through in South Africa time, when there was a beat and kill and rob them and take the land. President Mugabe did this in 1980s when Zimbabwe became an independent in 1980. I think Bob Marley performed by the concert for that when Zimbabwe become independent. Yeah, Bob Marley performed. You can look it up online. You'll find the performance online. A very good performance. I remember it. I remember seeing it. So my point is, he did what they did to us, and they cast him aside and say he's a brutal president. He did guerrilla warfare, but everything he did was done 10 times over to us. But yet nobody not saying all that was stolen and should be returned. But yet they did throw him out of power, regardless of these other circumstances that led to his the coup that put him out of office. But I'm not gonna get into that in this video. But my point is just to make that they use Christianity and say, oh, forgive and forget. That's why, quick synopsis. Remember when the president Mandela came out of prison? He did 27 years in prison, right? When he came out, this is why I never like the approach he did. People might not like me to say this, or they might not like it, but I never like the approach that he did when he say, from here on out, it's gonna be peace, forgive our brothers. No. For me, not to go to war with them, but he should, everything that was taken from Africans, specifically South Africans at that time, should have been returned. They should remove all these, Europeans that it was in power, places of power, like in businesses and all these lands, the rich lands, all those things should have been, to me, should have been returned, should have been taken away like President Mugabe did. Then I think, my personal thing would have a bit of Africa, but he went the Christian way of forgive and forget, and we're gonna work together. And I never believe in that. He's a great man for unification and for talks, but I never agree with moving forward hand in hand. I never agree to that. I never liked the idea. And it turns out apartheid, then after apartheid, then is majority 90% of businesses were still owned by whites in South Africa. And now you have in South Africa places that black people cannot go to because it's only white, reserved for only whites. It's online, you can find it where there's communities that no black person can live or can go. So we could avoid all of this if he just did what President Mugabe did in the beginning. Then after that we can work together and move forward. But anyway, I don't want to go too deep in that. I don't know what it is again. I hope you learned something again. That's my whole goal, is to teach something new on every video. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to click that subscribe button. You don't know, it helps to grow the channel so we can do better videos, more videos, and grow as a community. You don't know. So peace, one love, boom.